What's up everybody, Tony here with iTech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at Spigen's case lineup for the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now I will be putting links in the description for all these cases in case you guys want to pick them up yourself, and if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products as reviews to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here is the Spigen Tough Armor case. Looks like it does come with a couple extra stickers as well. And here is the case. It does have a whole bunch of little stickers inside in case the case does not stick on your phone very well. And it does have a little hinge cover as well. It's got a nice hard backing surrounded by a nice hard rubber. So I went ahead and removed all of these stickers on the inside of this little piece here because it does not stay into place without those stickers. So I did not remove these stickers from the back part of the case because that part doesn't seem to have a problem with moving. It's this little ridge here that moves when you open and close the case. So I only took the stickers off the front here. Now this case is kind of flimsy because it doesn't have a lot of surface area. So I'm kind of concerned about that, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, it does have that nice hinge protector. It's made of like a nice flexible rubber. It does have a nice raised edge around the front of the case. Feels nice in the hand, doesn't add a lot of weight to the phone. You have your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor and your volume rockers. And again, it's surrounded by that nice hard rubber. Doesn't feel slippery, it's got a nice little grip to it. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic, and it does have a little recession for your camera protection. It's got your cutouts on the bottom here and on the top. And if we open this, so you can see the little protector kind of goes inside the case here. Still feels nice in the hand when you're holding it in this orientation if your hands are big enough. And it does look to have a little raised edge around the inner screen as well. So now let's go ahead and close this up and see what happens. All right, no issues there. We'll go ahead and open it up. And again, it seems to be sticking. But I'm still concerned that if this heats up, the little strips are so tiny that if this gets hot, either from the phone or from, just being in your pocket, that when you go to open and close this over time, the stickers will wear out and it'll start to move. And it does come with extra stickers, but is that what you want to deal with every time? I probably wouldn't. And it's not a bad case, but again, that's something to think about. I personally don't care for the use of the stickers, and because this thing is so flimsy, it just kind of flexes a lot. Me personally, I would tell you to probably not get this and stay away from it. But again, if you want to deal with this piece possibly coming off every time, look at how much it flexes. That's definitely not good in my book. So as far as I'm concerned, because of the way that this is constructed, the front cover is not really well put together and it's very flimsy. As you can see, it flexes very easily. So I would probably tell you to stay away from this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And here we have the Air Skin. This case also does come with some extra stickers. This case is super, super light, and it feels kind of cheap as well. But we're going to go ahead and put it on our phone. All right, so there is the case on the phone. It's nice and clear. It doesn't add any bulk to the phone extra. And as you can see, it does have a little raised edge around the front. It's got your cutouts for your power button and your volume rockers, your speaker and mics, charging port and speakers. Again, it doesn't add any bulk, so it feels nice, just like the phone originally in your hand. It doesn't feel slippery. On the back, it's got a nice clear cover to show off the color of your phone. And it has a very slight raised edge for your cameras. It's got the Spigen logo there, pretty nice. Open it up. Does look to have a little raised edge around the inner portion of the screen as well, which is nice. Still feels good in the hand even though it's opened up. Not a bad case. Like I said, it is super light and it feels kind of cheap. And as you can see, I mean, look at how easy this flexes. This top piece is pretty horrible. I mean, there's not a lot of real estate, but I would probably make it a little thicker to make this more rigid. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there either. If you want a super thin case that does add some protection, this isn't a bad option, but I definitely think that they could have made this protector a little more rigid instead of so cheap. I mean, look at how much this plastic flexes. I bet you anything if you drop this phone and it hit anywhere on this front protector, it would probably break and then damage your phone. Just simply because it's so cheap feeling, I would tell you to definitely stay away from this one, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Okay, and then here we have the Thin Fit P. This one also comes with some extra stickers. And then here we have the case itself. All right, so here is the case. So it does have a cutout for your S Pen if you have one. You can go ahead and stick it in place just like this. Now, because the S Pen is up here like this, you kind of have a smaller edge to kind of reach for your power button, which may not be a big deal for you, but when you grab a phone, you're kind of expecting to grab the whole thing just like this, and now you got to put your finger underneath. It's a nice concept, but I kind of wish that the S Pen was maybe on the back side here so it doesn't interfere with you grabbing, you know, your phone normally. But anyway, it's surrounded by this nice hard rubber, which is nice, and it definitely does have a raised edge to protect your screen. It's got your cutouts on the top here, your cutouts on the bottom. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic that does feel kind of soft, and it has a raised edge for your camera, which is nice. And there, that's what it looks like with your S Pen and your cutouts for your volume and your power button. And then here you can see how the S Pen kind of sticks out a little bit from the phone. And if we open it up, it does make the tablet a little harder to hold, especially if you don't have large hands. You get your S Pen over here. I can still reach my power button, but I have pretty big hands. And it does have a raised edge around the inner screen, which is nice. Close it up. You can just, you know, pull out your S Pen like normal, which is pretty nice. This is a little more rigid because it's got a nice thicker piece on it. This piece here is still a little bit flimsy. It's not as bad as the clear one. And it seems to stick in place even though you do open and close the case. And I'm not using the stickers either, so that's definitely a plus. And then another thing, if you want to open your phone, you can't just open it flush anymore. You got this little step down to kind of open it up. It may not bother you, it's just something I wanted you to be aware of just in case. But this is a nice case. It does offer some pretty good protection, and it holds your S Pen. Maybe not in the best place, but it still does nonetheless. So not a bad case at all. If you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there. So this really isn't a bad case. I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And here we have the Ultra Hybrid. So this is another clear case, but it does seem to be maybe a little bit more sturdy. We'll go ahead and test it out. So that's pretty nice. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. Does have a nice raised edge around the front of the phone. The case does kind of already look almost yellowish, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I mean, I don't like when my case yellows, but this one already does. It's like pre-yellowed. Feels good in the hand. It's feels grippy. It doesn't feel slippery. Got your cutouts on the top here and on the bottom. You have your cutouts for your power button and your volume rocker, which is nice too. It does look like to have some reinforcements on the edge, so that's nice. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic that does have a little raised edge for your camera protection. It does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but you can just kind of wipe those away. Doesn't look too bad. And then if we open it up, we do still have some raised edge around the inner screen here, which is nice. Still feels good in the hand even though that it's this big. closes nicely. This still does have a slight flex to it, and this side is even worse. I mean, it's not super horrible, especially if you want a clear case, and it also works with wireless charging. So this isn't as bad as the light case. It still flexes a little bit, but not nearly as much as the light, and it still keeps your phone pretty light. So I'd probably tell you to get this one over the light case. So I'll go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And here we have the Slim Armor Pro Pen Edition. All right, so here is the inner portion of the case. It's got like this soft foam to give your phone some more protection. It is surrounded by a hard rubber, and I did remove the sticky tape along this little thin film here. So go ahead and put this on our phone. All right, so there it is on the phone. It's got a nice little protector for your hinge, which I absolutely love. And it doesn't add a ton of bulk to the phone, except for the little pen holder that sticks out here. And again, we have to deal with that little step that you only have to grab onto. So you can take your S Pen and just kind of simply push it into place here. And it holds it pretty well. When you grab onto your phone, you're going to probably grab onto the pen as well. And then you kind of got to put your finger underneath it to get to that fingerprint sensor. Just something to think about. It does feel good in the hand, nice and grippy. It does have that nice rubber edge and along the hinge here. Feels good in the hand. It does have a nice raised edge all around the front to protect your screen. It's got your cutouts on the top and on the bottoms here. That's what it looks like from the side. You got your cutouts for your power button and your volume button, and it's got that little edge that you need to grab onto in case you want to open up your phone. And then the hinge. So you can see it doesn't add too much bulk to the phone. And then when we open up, the little hinge kind of folds back and over the back of the case, and it kind of gives you a little stand, kind of. And as you can see, when it's open, it does have a raised edge on the inner screen. It still feels nice in the hand if you have big enough hands to palm it like this. Very nice. Then when we close it up, the little hinge folds back onto the hinge here. Very nice indeed. And everything is surrounded by the nice rubber feel. On the back here, it's a hard plastic, but it feels nice and rubbery. And it's got the raised edge for your camera. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there. So in this case, I did use the little sticky tape along this thin edge here, so it doesn't really flex. This side flexes a little bit, but it's pretty rigid, so I'm not really worried about that. This is a really nice case, and it's going to protect your phone 360 degrees. The only thing I really don't like is the fact that I have to kind of grab this little edge because of this step to open up the case. It's not a huge thing, it's just a little annoyance, but that's what happens when you put the S Pen right there. So if you want to hold your S Pen in here, that's what you're going to have to deal with. But overall, this is a very nice protective case, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have the Slim Armor Pro. So this case is just like the one with the S Pen, but without the S Pen. It's got the nice soft foam inside to help protect your phone in case you drop it, and it's got that hinge protector on there as well. So there it is inside the case. Much better. Even though this one doesn't hold an S Pen, it just feels so much better because you don't have to hold over the S Pen. It is again surrounded by the nice hard rubber. It's got the nice raised edge to protect your screen. Got the nice protector to protect your hinge. Got your cutouts for your power button and volume rockers. It's got a nice hard soft feeling back with a raised edge for your camera. Nice cutouts. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either, which is nice. And if we open it up, it's got that nice raised edge around the inner screen as well. And as you can see, the hinge kind of just folds back over the case when you open it up. Kind of gives it like a little stand to angle a little bit towards you, but not very much. And as far as wireless charging goes, no issues there. So this is definitely another nice case if you don't need to hold your S Pen. This is definitely one I would take a look at. Feels really good in the hand, not slippery, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone, but gives you that 360-degree protection. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. So that is it for Spigen's case lineup for the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4. Again, I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick these up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.